Hey guys, it's me. It's been a long time. Exactly like a few months. It's the new year. Um, and I thought, I looked in my videos and I saw which ones had the most views. And I also noticed that I never finished my collection, my Dragon Ball Collection Part 4. I never made it. Um, Last time I did Part 3 was July 2012. Uh, so now I'm basically going to show you part 4, the update on my collection. Um, as you can see in the back, those were some of the posters, half of the posters I got from my China. I made a video about my anime uh, anime posters and stuff from China in a separate video in the summertime. I'm in front of the computers, the other half, but I showed that in the other video, so I won't be showing that in this one. And as you can see, I gotta represent, just saying, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Got a hot topic. Go there and buy it. Alright, let's begin. So this one is a lot, so if you don't mind, I might go a little bit fast. I guess I might as well start off on my figures. Um, I'll just start off two at a time. Uh, you have a Self Supreme Kai, the lady. These are AF figures. Um, and they had bottoms, but they kept falling off when I stood them up on my bookshelf. I kind of decorated my stuff, filled with Dragon Ball Z and other stuff. And this is X-Core, Zycore, whatever they call them in the fan-made AF stuff. I'm not really a big fan of AF. The concept of a new Dragon Ball is always cool, but they kind of made it weird. Yeah, he's supposed to be the son of Goku, who looks like this now, the figure, and Self Supreme Kai from some crazy story. Moving on. Broly with a tail. Um, I suppose it's very nice. His hair is very shiny. Um, and now we have this really cool looking Goku one. With this, he's just so epic. The way he's standing there with his hair kind of blowing and him shirtless and battle damage and all that sort of stuff. I got this one from Chinatown. Another Super Saiyan 5 one, but this came in a pack, so it's a duplicate, but it's okay. And then we have a Super Saiyan 4 Goku one. I don't know if I showed this one already in a video. I might have. It's been a while, so I wouldn't exactly know. There was a stand to it, but it kind of messed up. And this one messed up too. It was supposed to be Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, as you can see, but since this bootleg, it comes off just like that. Ooh, see, ruined. Moving on. And then we have this really cool Chibi one. I had a Chibi Frieza in my other video, and as you can see, it's Prince Vegeta in a very angry pose, looking cartoony and kind of funny. Yeah. And I showed this one in my China video, my update. This is a Oolog one, nicely made, twist around in multiple parts, and it looks very nice. Looks exactly like how he does in the show. Very nice figure. Now we're moving on. Now I think I forgot to show this one in my in any of my parts. I think I forgot. Yeah. Dragon Ball movie collection. 4 movies. All the originals. My favorite one being Half the Power, which is the 4th one, which is GT style and art, and is a lot longer and has the Japanese GT music, which is pretty nice, Curse of the Blood Rubies, Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, Mystical Adventure, and Half the Power. But yeah, very nice set. Got it for a good price too. Moving on. Another thing that I got from China that was in my my update video was these playing cards. They're not the collectible card game. They're actual playing cards, as in jacks and spades and all that stuff. I showed it in the last video, I believe. So moving on. And I have some manga to show you. Dragon Ball Z Volume 13, part of the Android saga with Android 19, Dr. Zero. Dragon Ball Z Volume 21, which is the World Tournament saga. Dragon Ball Volume 12, which introduces the Demon King Piccolo. As you can see, Demon King Piccolo. Uh, with the end of the tournament. Dragon Ball Volume 7, which involves some of the Red Ribbon saga with General Blue and Krillin and Goku. And Bulma. She tags along. Dragon Ball Z Volume 16, which is where Vegeta fights Semi-Perfect Cell and Perfect Cell. And does the final flash and all that sort of stuff, and then it gets pwned at the end. You know what always happens with Vegeta. Dragon Ball Z Volume 17, got it from Half Price Books. That's why you see the tag. Very cheap price nowadays. This has the end of the Trunks versus Cell fight. Some stuff in between, right before the Cell games and the beginning of the Cell games, and then what I liked was it had the extra chapter with Future Gohan and Trunks and all that stuff. Dragon Ball Z Volume 14, another Android saga volume, which is when 18, 17, and 16 are awakened, as you can see. I really love the manga. That's why I have so many volumes. I try to get them all. Dragon Ball Z Volume 1. Now, this is the version, when they first started releasing them, it's a lot larger, and the back is styled differently. And this is unique because the first volume is actually like the shortest of all 42 volumes of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, being only about 140 pages. And I know Volume 25 and 26 are around 250, 260 pages, or 300. Yeah, it's always good to go back to classics. Volume 2 and Volume 3. All three of these involving the Saiyan Saga. People always complain how Dragon Ball Z goes at a slow pace, but the manga is at a perfect pace. There's no filler. The fights aren't exactly long, but the Frieza fight, of course, no matter how long or short you can make it, it's always going to be long because it's the Goku versus Frieza. Next we have two movies. Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13 movie. The Return of Cooler. The backs. These are when the VHS versions were released as well, the old versions. I think they're edited, but it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I have uncut versions of about every other Dragon Ball Z release. Moving on. Dragon Ball GT Season 2, which I got recently. Even though I've seen every single part of the series, everything from the series, I like to buy them so I could actually watch them whenever I want, And this is the latter half of GT, the more action-packed version of it. Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, Shadow Dragons, Super 17 Saga, ended the baby fight, and the Hero's Legacy, which I actually like. I love the Hero's Legacy movie. It's actually the better of the latter seasons. Dragon Ball Z Season 3. I bought this used on Amazon, so it doesn't have the back that I could show you. 6 discs. Very long season because of the fight being so long. Goku versus Frieza alone is 4 hours. And next we have the games. All of these are on Xbox 360. Burst Limit. Very good Budokai game. Kind of like Shin Budokai as well. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 1. It was good for its time, but now like when I play it, it's kind of frustrating. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. And as a lot of you have seen, I enjoy making gameplay videos of Raging Blast 2. It's a very fun game. It's almost as good as Tenkaichi 3 in my opinion. Not as good because it's missing in the substance department in terms of everything else. But nonetheless, it's still a good game. Ultimate Tenkaichi. A lot of you guys hate this game. Um, I thought it was decent. You know, I can make a review about it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Um, Everything about this game was really different, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna enjoy Battle of Z when it comes out. I've already played the demo. I'll probably make a review on that. And lastly, Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection, which is also very controversial considering they don't have Budokai to an online, but and they have changed music due to the Kenji Yamamoto scandal. But I talked about this in a video about a year or a year and a half ago. Um, Nonetheless, it was very good, very enjoyable. Um, and the HD remake is very nice in terms of the graphics. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure. I think that covered everything. I'll probably make an update. I'm waiting on a 4-star ball to come, but that's taking a minute to ship. So I'll probably get that as a separate review later. Um, Tell me what you guys thought of my collection part 4. I know it's a pretty big collection. My room is pretty filled with Dragon Ball right about now. But you know, it's my favorite anime. Um, if you guys make requests on any of the Dragon Ball Z games, I could do them. I'm pretty good at all of them. Uh, Mainly, I'm better at the Tenkaichi series. You know, I do a little Budokai here and there. I have Super Dragon Ball Z. I like that game. I have the Game Boy Advance games, some of the older ones from Super Nintendo, Japanese ones, Final Belt, all that sort of stuff. If you guys want gameplays, just make requests or something like that. Um, I can make reviews too. I used to make reviews, but I kind of got out of the swing of it, I suppose. Um, but yeah, that's all, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll catch you guys later.